The way I think about it is that you have these little red blood cells, hemoglobin A1c, which is one of the 5 key biomarkers we look at, an average of 100 days of your sugar going up and down, is like little jelly donuts powdered with sugar that go everywhere so they can damage your brain, your nerves, your skin, your heart, your eyes, your kidneys, your very cells, so you can't heal from infections.
Wow.
And so I don't think of it that way at all, because we're all on that path. As I said, it's a survival kind of genetic selection.
Yeah, so it's really quite depressing.
And COVID actually recruited diseases where there's more data now that shows that COVID has turned people younger, getting heart attacks, getting cancer, getting neurological conditions, even children. And so we know that having been exposed to COVID, which practically everybody in the world has been either exposed to COVID or had the vaccine, and those positive spikes, which I think is what affected my brain and my desire to eat 2 favorite foods, because they had nothing in common. Like, why these 2 foods?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I think all of us, and that's why trauma, car accidents, an inflammatory process with an infection, and I think COVID may underlie somebody who gets type 1, although you can see type 1 come in the 30s and 40s. It's not necessarily a disease of children only.
Sure. With regards to that, on the sort of the COVID side of it, I don't want to go too deep into that, but is there anything anyone can do then in that situation? If we've all been exposed to it, have we all sort of now had things altered in some way, turned on, turned off, things that are going to affect us? Is that a thing now? Is that
probably? But again, by looking at how you live life and looking at what feeds into your health story, like your personal health story and medical story, as well as the way you eat and sleep and work out or not, how you handle stress. Not all of us have cortisols that go sky high. Just to define, though, for your listeners who I'm sure are curious, type 1 diabetes is an immunological disorder. It's an autoimmune disorder where you destroy cells in your pancreas. Type 2 diabetes evolves out of the way we live life and also has genetic underpinnings, absolutely, unequivocally. So I just wanted to be clear, because I might have confused people with talking about type 1 after we talked. And that type, I keep type 1. There are people who have a combination, and there are certain categories of diabetes that get complicated. But what everybody should understand is that by wearing a continuous glucose monitor, you can see what your sugars do in your regular life 24/7. It's not drawing blood. It's not one moment in time. It's a continuous spectrum. And when you test people, one day they could have excellent sugar fasting, which is 70 to 80. But the next day they can have over 100, which is pathognomonic, meaning it's specific. You are going to be a diabetic. That is. So how you balance that, you can get these unbelievable tips and very small baby steps that can help reorient your future history in health so that you don't decline automatically.